Mimua kwaba eba Skeleton Man TV. So Skeleton Man TV ana uji. Say where your first time bomodia subscribe. Me notification so. Keke all no send your video bia ye di betumu no abusia won some sabekan wenye bia me dasi bebre. Abusia for finally Igbo king no abusia for yate national security abusia omakosoa no. Na enipa odi anim ema yekosoa no eye Honorable Hasan Ayariga abusiafo ono ne call report 2 year abusiafo Samri national security omakosoa Igbo king no na ensem odi tudwa no me say enyensem ketua kura wo kiremu asa Igbo king de ne ba Ghana hanom no abusia eye CDs eton oba Ghana ebedi dwa no odie no na oton CDs na enum no say abusia wo sa dane ne ho pimp ebusiafo PIMP pimp chese no de ema Nigeria for man no ene okofo mu free Nigeria no do ma ba Ghana ene no distribute o nko a eti ho sika no ana odi nya ne ho say tam hono ana sha ase se obeye ne ho akasesem enti akasesem no ene kofa ahenie sem ye den ebe mu obusia wo kiremu a national security omodi ni koduru o office won na afi de adane panicking ebusiafo wa petu ayare Honorable Hasan Ayariga ene po ADOM OTCHERE ene di san komoi etimu de mumien koni nkotie na nsem no edoso.
Honorable Hasan Ayariga, good evening.
Paul.
How are you? Sorry to have kept you that long. How have you been since the election? We haven't spoken.
I'm okay.
You are good?
I'm okay. I'm good. How about you?
Where did you vote? On voting day, where did you vote in Boku?
I didn't vote.
You did not vote because you were not on the ballot.
I was on the ballot.
You were on the ballot?
Yeah,
and you did not vote.
You
Why?
remember the chaotic incident in Boku?
In Boku, okay. Your vote is in Boku?
Yes, mine is in Boku. So my family and I, we couldn't go. We wanted to transfer it to Accra. So that we could vote, but there was no possibility. It was too late. So we tried to do proxy vote, and it didn't happen.
You were so outraged about this Igbo Chief situation.
Still,
you are still outraged about it.
yes, not worse. Still.
But I'm trying to understand the connection. Igbo Chief is claiming land in Ningo area. He says he's bought land.
Yeah.
Hasan Ayariga, you are from Boku, but of course you're an important politician. What is your connection with? Do you also have land in Ningo? What's your connection with it?
I'm a Ghanaian. I can have land anywhere in Ghana.
Yeah.
Entitled to it as a citizen. And my policy, if you read my 2020 manifesto policy, I made it clear to Ghanaians that when I'm president of the Republic of Ghana, inshallah, no foreigner will own property in Ghana.
Oh, no foreigner should own property in Ghana?
Will own property.
Don't you have property in Germany?
That is the German law.
But if you have property in Germany, you don't want Germans to have property in Ghana?
That's my law as president. I'm trying to protect the sovereignty of our nation, the lands of our, future generation, so that nobody thinks we have limited land. Land does not increase, it decreases. And once it's sold out, it's gone.
Yeah.
And Mr. Paul, if you look around Ghana, check around all the most important places in this country, the very luxurious communities and areas, all the properties that are owned by foreigners.
That's kind of true.
You understand?
From 1960s.
Till date, we're losing our sovereignty gradually to the foreigners. And look around again, all the big companies, from Spinters to everywhere, go around the whole world, the country, it's owned by foreigners. Where do we live as citizens? Slums, areas. We get choked in Medina, we get choked in
Labadi,
we get choked in Nima, we get choked in Kaswa. We live in slums. And the most important places is being taken over by the foreigners in this country, living a life that they cannot even live in their own country. And we are losing everything. And the worst of it is that our chiefs, and our politicians are giving them the opportunity and the nod to take off everything. You are talking about history. Our forefathers fought died for this country. And what are we doing? We're selling the country out.
What did the Igbo chief do wrong by buying land in Ningo?
First of all, calling himself a king in Ghana is wrong.
That's wrong. I agree with that.
Nobody who is not a citizen of this country can make himself a king in our country. You know the law. It doesn't permit that. So you come in to tell us that you are acquiring 50 acres of land to build a kingdom, an Igbo kingdom, so that it will become one of a kind in the world that has never happened anywhere in this country. Shows that we are loose. We are allowing everybody to take over everything. And you are going to build a kingdom that is going to determine who become president in Nigeria?
In Nigeria?
Yes.
Kingdom in Ghana determines
who becomes president in Nigeria. The ministers of state will all be coming and through that gate, and anybody who wants to acquire land or property who is a Nigerian will come there and acquire land and build as a Nigerian and leave. And that's an Igbo kingdom. Clearly, they are becoming another tribe in Ghana. Clearly, they are now rubbing shoulders with the kings of wherever they are getting the land from. And clearly, we are going to have a big problem in the future. Have you bothered to ask the kind of crime rate, then find out the associates of those crimes? And you will realize that 90% of every crime that is committed in this country, if you check the statistics, 90% is foreigners. And
well, I don't know about that.
10 is Ghanaians. Armed robbery,
Foreigners.
Nigerians have taken
Kidnapping.
over. Kidnapping,
Foreigners.
Nigerians have taken over.
Fraud.
Foreigners. Fraud, 419, killing of Yahoo, what do you call it, scams and everything.
Fraud boys.
Fraud boys, they've taken over, they've manipulated the system. They are now the hierarchy of our nation in terms of anything. Right now, they are even killing landlords. They come, they rent your house, one person shows his face.
Then 30 come and live there.
Then 30 come and leave.
That's true. I hear that quite a lot.
And when you joke, they kill you. Our ladies, they are killing them, using them for their so-called rituals. Very soon, if we allow such a kingdom to happen, you will be registering missing people in this country every day. Look, we are not against settlers. I am not against settlers. We have Yoruba settlers here. We are living happily with them. We have Hausa settlers. They are living happy with them. We have Zambarama settlers. They have even lived with us for a very long time, and they are now part of
There's Lagos Town in Accra.
Yes.
And there's Lebanon House in Accra as well.
So the point is that, are we selling our sovereignty to the Nigerians? You know, Igbos, they are called Inyamuri.
That means?
Inyamuri, Hausa, they are calling them Inyamuri. Even in Nigeria, they are not welcomed by the Hausas and the Yorubas.
Well, that was the point of Biafra in the late 60s.
Thank you. You remember the Xenophobic attack in South Africa?
Yes.
Who started it? The Igbos.
It was targeted against the Igbos.
It was targeted against the Igbos, and it affected all the African descent. Because wherever they are.
But that's stigmatizing the Igbo tribe. That's not very welcome by the United Nations. United Nations doesn't like that.
That's the nature.
But you cannot stigmatize a
I
tribe.
am not stigmatizing the tribe. I'm stigmatizing their character. That is the way they are. That's their character. I'm defining their character to you. I've lived in Nigeria, don't forget. I schooled in Nigeria. Barewa College, myself and Mama Ayariga, we're all in Barewa College.
Your father took you there?
Yes. We've lived there before. We know how they behave. You understand what I'm saying? And anybody who has lived with Nigerians will tell you that, Massa, be careful. And let me be
So what report did you give to the police?
You remember when this incident happened, I wrote to the NIB and the National Security, telling them to, and then Lands Commission and all that, to investigate into the matter and to strip him of the title king. He cannot be comparing himself to Ashantahine and all that. And funny enough, this king, or whatever we call himself, finds his way of dining with NDC and MPP. You realize that all
Well, there's some videos that will be putting up. Please show us some of the videos.
Yes.
Well, the story is that he was a big contributor to political campaigns.
But not, That can be his problem if they are not arrested.
There you see him over there.
Yeah, and look at this one.
Yeah.
In this country.
But this is long ago. This is not recent.
This is recent. This is his
not
kingdom.
Recent. This 2025. This is before election. I think.
This is before election.
Yes.
But what is wrong with this and today? It's the same story.
Yeah, but he got endorsement from political leadership. That's the point I'm making.
Oh, okay, that's what you are making.
Yeah, that's Johnson Asiedu Nketia,
sitting down there.
The chairman of the NDC.
Why?
Seated right there.
Does it make it right?
I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but I'm telling you where he gets his power from.
Yes, and he's not going to get it from me. And I'm going to distill that power, and I've done that.
You've done that? You're a minority party.
It doesn't matter. There's one truth in life. The Ghanaian society will rally behind me in any circumstances against this man. If I say tomorrow there's a demonstration, you will see the number of people who come out to support this demonstration against our politicians who are allowing it. Look, like I said, our forefathers toiled for this nation. They died for this nation. Our current politicians, what are we doing? We're selling out the nation for peanuts. Everybody is welcome in Ghana. Look, remember in the last parliament, 2 parliaments ago, when I went to parliament, the issue of the U.S. military base in Ghana.
Yes, yes.
And I fought against it. I said, I will not accept a U.S. military base in Ghana. What happened? It looks as if our leaders do not have foresight of defending our nation. They are more particular about what comes into their pocket than what they should defend.
So why did the police arrest him, and for what? Why did they keep him overnight? What was the charge?
The charge was that, first of all, he's calling himself a king in Ghana when he's not a citizen of this country. Parading around and going around everywhere and calling himself the king of Ghana, and the king of Igbo. Igbos don't have king in Ghana. When you're a foreigner and you're a settler, you come to this country. Our constitutions allow you to be called a chief of your community. So all the settlers in Ghana, like the Yoruba, they have a Yoruba chief. The Hausas, they have a chief, the Zambarama chief. That is fine. We can give you that title to be able to be managing yourself. But when you begin to, parade yourself, call yourself like Asante Hene and all these other kings in Ghana, and you be walking when you are not a citizen and say you are a king, and you are going to acquire tracts of land and build a kingdom.
Did he acquire the land?
That is his problem. Whether he did or he did not, he's voiced it out that he has. And the videos are there. So we are taking his word against.
So is he being released on bail?
Yes, this afternoon he complained of high BP.
In the cell?
In the cells, and said his BP has gone up. You know, yesterday when he was invited, he went there with the ambassador. Nigeria.
Ambassador of what?
Nigeria.
Nigeria's ambassador to Ghana.
Nigeria ambassador to Ghana. He went there with his lawyers and all that, thinking that it was the ordinary citizens, what do you call it, NIB or National Investigation, National Security, who would just listen to him and ask him to walk away. This is not that national security you're thinking of. This is a different national security altogether. They will investigate. As a citizen of Ghana, when you send a petition, they will have to listen to your petition. So the investigation went through. And he was panting and sweating. He's not a king, he's not a what. But this is the palace you've built, and you're calling yourself a king. You're causing mayhem in this country. Your Nigerian boys are going around telling Ghanaians, threatening Ghanaians that if they kill one Ghanaian, Nigerian, they will kill 50 Ghanaians. Your Nigerian people are going around telling Ghanaians that one Ghanaian has come to Ghana and Ghana is on fire. Can you imagine? If I show you videos of this man, he said we are uncultured as citizens. I'm sure I've sent some of the videos to you. Insulting the integrity of the people who has given you land to live, to stay. Can you do that in Nigeria?
Is he an Igbo royal in Nigeria?
No, he's not. He came here as an Igbo businessman selling cassettes.
Are you serious?
I'm telling you.
Cassettes?
Cassettes.
And he made millions of cedis to buy land?
He did not make millions of cedis. He brought in a lot of prostitutes.
Prostitutes?
Ladies. You know the Nigerian ladies on the, what do you call it, cycle and all that?
I don't understand.
You don't know the syndicates of this Nigeria.
So he came selling cassettes, then he brought in...
Then they started trafficking...
Night workers?
Night workers, and now they started bringing Igbo boys and parading himself as the king.
But how does that make him rich?
Because they pay dues to him.
Who pays dues to?
All these Nigerian boys who have shops in Nigeria, in Ghana here, the Nigerian boys with shops in here, they pay dues to their king.
Is that a lot of money?
That's of course that's a lot of money for him. He's like their god in Ghana. So the fact is that any problem they go through, they come to him, and don't forget, they know how to do this business. He's been able to parade him among all the big men in Ghana, showing himself in every kind of, gathering, and dressing and walking and making himself look. Even he's met the former president, he's met the current president, he's met Asante Hili, he's met a lot of people, he's gone to visit them. That is power he's using to get from his own people. They now trust and believe in him. You see, there's a law that says that it is not who you are, it's how you carry yourself. That's how people address you. The way you dress is the way they address you. If you make yourself look big, people will regard you as big. But if you turn yourself into a beggar, people will disregard you. He's turned himself a big man. You understand what I'm saying? He's made sure that people have seen him with videos talking to all the big men. So all the Nigerians, that is why he said that he was going to build a kingdom where any Nigerian who comes from Nigeria, he will pass through his gate. And then they will find land for him to build. And then they will also give him time to move from wherever he is, a transit. His home, his kingdom is going to be a transit for Nigerians to be here. Igbos, not even Nigerians. He didn't talk about Nigeria, he spoke about Igbos. These are dangerous people, Paul. These people, if you know what they are doing out there.
So will there be a prosecution?
Yes, we will see. The youth wants to demonstrate on the 19th.
19th of July, that's next. 19th of July, this Saturday?
Yes, this Saturday.
In Accra?
In Kumasi and Accra.
Oh, I see.
Yes. They are
against all of these things.
Against all of these things. You know, Paul, I'm very, very, very sad with the way our own people treat foreigners against our own citizens. It's sad that if I'm president today, a lot of things will change.
Are you using this to launch your campaign for 2028?
I said it in 2020, not in 2022. I have the videos.
Are you going to run in 2028 though?
Paul, I'm going to run until I become president of the Republic.
Until you become president?
And the things will change. That is when different narratives. I hope you will be alive then and you will see the difference of leadership.
That's that Hassan Ayariga will
bring on board. I am not scared of anybody in this world. I'm not going to be a beggar to any country or nation. I am not. I will build my country without going out to beg.
Ghana beyond aid.
Ghana beyond aid, not the one that you say and go out and do. No. This is a different Ghana beyond aid. Look at all these young people here, very intelligent and talented people. They are not given opportunity to serve their country. It is about politics, who you know. When you even have the best brains, you are not given that opportunity.
That's true though.
And that is why we are suffering. Not because we don't have the men. We do have the men.
But the politics.
The politics is tearing it apart.
I'm NDC, I'm MPP.
I'm NDC and I'm MPP. And that is what is killing us. You know, but the country belongs to us as a nation. So we must protect and build this country together. Not because you are NDC, because you know Paul, or because you know Hassan Ayariga, or because you know John Mahama. That is not the situation. You don't get position because you voted for me or against me. You get position because you are qualified to do the job. And that is how we must move. Until we move in that direction, we will fail each other. The politicians are not ready for us. The academia are not ready for us. The chiefs are not ready for us. Since this story came up, have you had any politician?
That's quite disappointing, I have to say.
We've
heard some judge say that it's not true, and
I spoke with some judge.
Nothing has been
I spoke with some judge, and I asked him, and he said that, look, Mr. Ayariga, the issue of the fact of the matter is that, to be very honest, this man has played with both parties. And he doesn't know what to say, but what he can say is that there is no such land in Ningo Prampram being sold to this gentleman. He has spoken to his chiefs. His chiefs has called all the elders. They've had a meeting, and no one among the royal has come out to say they have sold land out to the man. But I told him, look, that is not the end of the case. The case is that sometimes you might not have given him the land, but you sold the land out to what do you call them? Estate developers. And then they in turn sell it out to him.
Oh, okay.
It's normal. So if he says he has it, he has it. Probably didn't buy you from the chief and bought it from a private developer. What can you say no? Let's
But the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs has also removed him from the list that I think he was already on.
Yes, they have to. Because these people are not people you can just take them for granted. They have a long-term plan. Look, I'm even told Chinese are about to build 20,000 homes.
Where?
Somewhere around the Ningo Pram Pram top there.
I see.
Yes. So you see?
To create a Chinese town.
Exactly.
But there's a Chinatown in central London.
That is where they sell food stuff, not homes.
Yeah, it's not homes. Yeah, they sell Chinese medicine.
Chinese medicine,
yeah.
Chinese restaurant, and all that. If you go there, that's what they do. They don't have a whole city called Chinatown.
No, yeah, that's true.
You understand what I'm saying? So those places, they will not allow you to do that. Look, when I was talking about no foreigner to buy land in Ghana, you cannot go to China and buy property there. No matter how rich you are, you can't own property in China.
I see.
No matter how rich you are, you can't own a gun in China. But here, Chinese are holding weapons, Lebanese are holding weapons, Nigerians are holding weapons, all the tribes are holding weapons, and they are being given licenses to kill Ghanaians. Come on, who does that? Who behaves in this manner? Why would you give licenses to foreigners to shoot at your people? Why do you have the police and other security institutions? To defend them if there's a problem, but not to give them weapons against your people. So what laws are we passing? What laws are we looking at? Paul, we have a serious problem in this country. But you see, let me leave you one word. We are used to everything being abnormal to be normal. So we don't see the difference. Because we are used to the abnormality of everything, it now becomes normal to us.